Hello, my name is Barry Halverson. I'm bringing you a YouTube video on Thurston County boating rules and equipment requirements. This is applicable to most lakes in Washington state because Thurston County also follows the revised Code of Washington, or RCW 79 Alpha 60, which has all the laws for boating in Washington state. So you can go ahead and look that up. If you're boating outside of Thurston County, you might check with your local jurisdiction, your city or county, to make sure that you're following all of their rules. They may be slightly different than Thurston County's. This is the agenda that I'm going to follow tonight. All information I'm going to present is in accordance with state and county code. Speed and manner of operation. Big thing to note here is that you can't exceed 45 miles per hour on the water prior to 11 a.m. in the morning or after 8 p.m. or official sunset, whichever comes first. In the winter times, it gets dark at 5:30, and that's when you got to slow your boats down. And there's a perfectly good reason for that. You can't see in the water. It's hard to see in the water anyway, and we got logs out there. We've got floating yellow flag iris islands out there. We got mud islands out there. You just don't want to do it just for your own safety. I've got a video that I'm going to produce here shortly that'll provide some information on the hazards that we have on any lake and on Lake Lawrence specifically. All vessels must travel in a counterclockwise direction if they're traveling in speeds of excess of 5 miles per hour. That's just for everybody's safety, so we're all going in the same direction, so that we don't have boats flying through the water, heading toward each other with skiers on the back end of them, or a towable on the back end getting whipped around and colliding with one another. When you're traveling in speeds of excess of 5 miles per hour, you have to be 200 foot from all shorelines, boat ramps, swim areas, and buoy lines. That's just common sense, but it's worth repeating. The primary reason for that is that most of our swimmers and non-motorized craft stay usually within that 200 foot of the shoreline. And heavy wakes caused by boats going at speed can knock people off of paddle boards and disrupt kayaks and canoes and the such. So just, be courteous to those other people on the lake and stay 200 feet off if you're going in excess of 5 miles per hour. Also, when you're passing other boats, you need to stay 100 feet away unless you're going less than 5 miles per hour. Common sense: it's unlawful to operate a vessel or use water skis or similar devices in a reckless or negligent manner. It's unlawful to operate a vessel while under the influence of alcohol or drugs, just like driving a vehicle. And all vessels 16 feet or longer or with engines producing 10 horsepower or more are required to be registered with a valid display for Washington state numbers and a current decal for the current year. You have to have a U.S. Coast Guard approved personal flotation device, or PFD, on board your vessel for every person on the vessel. And boats that are larger than 16 foot in length have to have a throwable personal flotation device. That's those 18 to 20 inch square flotation devices normally that is about 3 inches thick. Some of them are oblong, like they use for lifeguards and stuff, but you have to have one on board if you're 16 feet or longer. And noise on the lake, some boats out there are really noisy. Some people say that they're too noisy. They don't meet the state or county 75 decibel limit. They exceed it. It's difficult to tell. So you need to have an effective muffler or underwater exhaust system. That's the primary indicator. And all vessels are required to carry some mechanical means of producing sound in case of distress. A horn, a bell, a whistle. A lot of times a whistle is used on personal watercraft like jet skis. and you have to have them on them as well. All vessels with inboard motors or permanently mounted fuel tanks have to have a U.S. Coast Guard approved Type B1 fire extinguisher on board. These are some of the rules that are most commonly violated on most lakes. No person under 12 years of age may operate a motorboat. Persons 12 years of age up to 15 years of age may operate a motorboat at speeds at 5 miles per hour or less, except personal watercraft like jet skis. You have to be at least 16 years of age to operate a personal watercraft. And people 16 years of age or older may operate at speeds in excess of 5 miles per hour, including towing water scooters and similar devices. Just like driving an automobile, if you're 16 years of age or older, you can operate a jet ski or a power boat, etc. Water skiing and similar activities, you need to have an observer on your boat or on your jet ski. It has to be someone other than the operator of the boat or the jet ski. You have to have what they call a skier down flag, normally a 12 by 12 bright red or orange flag that you have to raise when the person is down in the water. And you have to keep it raised until the person gets up out of the water and gets in the boat. If you have any questions about laws or rules or regulations for boating, please contact Thurston County Sheriff's Office. This is the Marine Services Supervisor, Lieutenant Ray Brady, and the Marine Services Deputy Nathan Anderson. This is their contact phone number. If you've just got a general question, it's not an emergency, just contact the Sheriff Non-Emergency line. It's given there at 360-704-2740. Don't call 911 for a rule violation or something like that. It's not necessary, and we want to keep the 911 lines open for actual emergencies. So thank you for that. Now that concludes this very short video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope we all can get out there and boat safely. Thank you.